Okay, so my first impression of this website, this is http://amazon.com. I see a big banner on the top. It looks like a website to buy products. I see a little bit of a banner ad, but I see a kind of a variety of products. The products I'm seeing, and this is from my past experience, are products that my wife has purchased recently or has looked at recently. And so I'm getting kind of custom products that are similar to something I just bought. And first impressions, I like seeing the products. I like seeing the merchandise in front of me. The only thing that I'm not entirely enjoying is that if I bought something, very specific like this sprayer, I probably don't need another one. But overall, the impressions are good. It's clean. I'm curious, like, what is this just ask thing at the top? What is the echo? And overall, it's pretty good. I'm impressed with it. Okay, so go on and buy 2 items that appeal to you personally. Just stop before entering the credit card details. Be thorough and critical, and explain your experience while you shop. Okay, so coming into the Amazon store, what I'm looking for here are items. One thing that I was researching before was a wireless hard drive, and so I'm going to go get a wireless hard drive. So what I'm going to do is search in here, and a wireless adapter for my laptop. So I'm going to type in wireless adapter, and the search engine, it's going to take me to the page. It's sorted right now by relevance. It's going to fill up the screen. What I'm going to do is, what I typically do is I look for a pairing of price and reviews. Like this one here is a bestseller, and that's certainly something that I would be interested in seeing. Design-wise, it doesn't look like something that I'm going to be able to slip into the side of my laptop. What I'll do is sometimes if I want to see the picture of it, I'll go ahead and open it, and I do enjoy clicking through some of the pictures here on the side just to get an idea of what it is. Okay, so if I touch it, I can see the zoom face there. And of course, this is something that it's not a USB adapter. It's not something that I can plug into my USB. This is more for a desktop computer. So I'm coming back. So I'm looking at some of these smaller ones here, and what I want to find is something that, again, here's another #1 bestseller. 4,955 reviews. Let's take a look at this. Having a lot of reviews is important to me. I do enjoy reading, especially the most recent ones. I do enjoy going through and reading a majority of the reviews that are shared. I'm not going to read all 5,000, but I'll look at the most recent previous month or two, and take a look at what was said. I'll look at the spread of the scores here. I see 11% giving it 1 star, 62% giving it 5 stars. What I'll do then is I'll read through the specs, but I'll come here down at the bottom, and I'll look specifically at the not necessarily this review, because this review is from 2013, but over here the most recent customer reviews, where in this particular case it says internet connection dropped. It works and it's small, so the person was not grammatically correct. Excellent product, good quality. Sometimes I look to see if it's a verified purchase. That's something that they've been adding to items as well. And perhaps this is something that I don't like how many negative reviews it's getting as a percent of its total reviews. So what I'm going to do is go back to my search, and let's find something perhaps that doesn't have as many negative reviews. So let's look at this. I'm going to look at this USB port. This was one of the first ones that came up. What I'll do again is I want to look at the spread of score. Okay, so this one Similarly, has less 1-star reviews, more 5-star reviews, so that's encouraging. I would prefer still to see even less 1-star reviews, but can't control for everything. And what I'm going to do here, I'm looking at, actually, I'm going to come down and again look at the reviews, recent reviews. Recent reviews are very encouraging. There's really no problems, and I see that this is encouraging. So I'll read a little bit more about the product, and right here I'll kind of get an idea, read a little bit of the product description. I'll get a little bit more of an idea of what I'm looking for. I'll also kind of scan what other products have been purchased, because that's something that I can easily shuffle between items by looking at what others bought, or if I want to buy it together. In this case, I don't. But I'm going to look at this particular product. This is it works for Windows 10. I'm going to read a little bit more information, and when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. I know it's added to my cart because it's going to give me that information here. And now I'm going to look for something else to buy. And another thing, and when I'm buying from Amazon, and I'm living in just moved to a new house now, so I need to be considerate of what the item is and how big it is, because it's got to be delivered to my actual residence, and at the same time I want to make sure that it's secured when I get here. It's the delivery vehicle for this new residence isn't the porch isn't as secure, so I need something that's small. I mean, if it can fit in the mailbox, that would be ideal. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to quickly scan at my wish list. I always drop stuff in there for later use to try and see if it's something that I would want. And what I do see here is some cologne that I put in the wish list a while ago. This particular kind of cologne I know that my wife really enjoys, so I'm going to bring it up here. So this is something I've been sitting on for a little bit that I'd like to purchase, and a while ago I threw it in my wish list. What I want to do now that it's this type of cologne I know that I want, so I'm not comparing multiple colognes. What I want to do is come down here and look at perhaps some of the deals and some of the different ways to have that cologne delivered. Okay, I just clicked on that by accident. I'm going to go back, and so I see a suite of products here. I see the one that I'm looking at here. This is a specific, this is the 2-ounce spray. I got 3.3-ounce spray, and that 3.3-ounce spray is a little bit more. That's right here. I can shuffle these products. Really, I think the only difference, okay, now we're going into a different type and related. So really all I'm picking here is the size. I think 2.2 ounce is appropriate for what I would want. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. And when I add it to my cart, now I have the 2 items that I would want. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed to checkout. In this case, I'm going to put in my password. What I'm going to do real quick is just pause the video as I log in. Okay, so I've logged in. It's asking me to select a shipping address. I see some recent shipping addresses here. I'm going to select ship to this address. And shipping options, I would prefer the free option. So I'm going to select the free option and group my items so they ship in as few shipments as possible. And in this case, I have an Amazon.com Visa credit card. I don't have any points remaining on that credit card. We just used it on another purchase. I'm not going to use that credit card on this purchase. I use that credit card for other things. So what I'll do is I'll select the credit card I want to do, which is I do not want to have to re-enter that credit card number. Let's just pick one here that doesn't require me to re-enter the number. And so it's going to be the Amazon card, just out of virtue of me not having to re-enter the credit card number on camera. So let's say that I've got all these in a different store. I would just pull my wallet out and re-enter that credit card number. But in this case, I'm going to keep going. I've got a gift card balance of $2.58, so I'll certainly use that balance as well. And I'm going to continue through. This is for me, so I don't need to use any of these other payment options. and 2-day ship. Okay, so then this is an ad. This is an ad for free trial Amazon student. Nope, I don't need. No, thank you. I'm not a student. So I'm going to continue through that. I get to the final screen, which is telling me about the product. I can see that the shipping is free. I can also see that my gift card balance of $2.58 has been taken into account, and the total is $63.42. So I've successfully gotten to this point. I would hit place order, and this order would be complete. In this case, okay, so I'm going to move on to the next task. In general, what were your impressions of the website? What worked well? What could be done to improve your experience? Overall, I enjoy using Amazon on a computer and in this case on the tablet. I think that what I like about Amazon is it's the algorithms that provide you what other people bought that were searching for that product. I also enjoy like once you're searching for something, it kind of queues up in your search history, and Amazon has a way of sharing that information with you periodically on the side, on the right. I like the reviews. The more reviews I can read, the more inclined I am to think that it's a general good like feedback from the population. If there's just a few reviews on a product, I'm more likely to think that it's probably people directly connected to the product. If there's 1,000 reviews for a product, then I'm sure that the general consensus of the population is going to spread, just like statistical probability. You're going to get some high, some low, and the average or the median review of that group is going to reflect more or less what that product is all about. So what in this case, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove these two items from my shopping cart. And so other things about this experience, I like being able to move down the screen. I like that everything fit wonderfully in the screen of the iPad. I didn't have to go through. What I wasn't sure of, and I'm going to look here, is could I pay with PayPal? And it says checking account, card. I see here, I don't see PayPal. So I'm curious if that option was ever available. I'm in a position now where I'm putting money in PayPal from another opportunity, and it would be convenient to me if I could pay rather than from my bank account, if I could pay from my PayPal account. And so I don't see that information readily available. Perhaps if I hit add a bank account, it would allow me to pay from PayPal, but I don't see that option available. So that's something to consider also for future orders. And I'm going to come back. So I'm moving back here. And overall, the experience was good. I like the pictures. I think Amazon, from its very nature, is a picture-centric website. Like that's how you see products. That's how you buy products. So I like that a lot of things are centered on pictures. I also like when I'm on the page that I can add things to my wish list. There's the social bar. I like seeing other items. I do prefer to see this grouped, and it really gives me a lot of options. I feel as a consumer, I'm ultimately making the choice, but that Amazon's providing me with opportunities to group similar items, to look at what other customers are buying, to see the ranking, to see product description, and especially the reviews, more specifically the most recent reviews, which are coming down on the right. Would you recommend this website to a friend? Absolutely. I mean, I think Amazon's website is one of the best in terms of online retail shopping experience, and I've been using it for a pretty long time, well over 10 years, and the experience has always been positive. The products that I'm searching for may or may not have always been the best, but most of them were. And so I'm pleased with the experience I had today with this website. I think that on this mobile device, on this iPad, on iOS 8.4, it's really a clean look. The lines are clean, it's easy to navigate. I had an easy time moving through the entire app, going from start to finish and selecting products. And like I said, the only thing that I would look at adding is the PayPal connectivity. And I think to also degree there might be some reason why that when I go back to Amazon.com, the homepage, that I may not want certain products. Like I might want an option to like forget that I bought this product. And the reason is that I haven't looked at this. But let's say I'm shopping for my wife for Christmas, and I'm looking using the Amazon app, and it's the last thing that I search for. Now you notice here when I come to the home page, what's at the top of the page? The two things that I searched for. Well, if my wife picks up this iPad and starts using it on Amazon, and I just finished doing some shopping for her, if I select something, it's going to show up on this homepage. So perhaps Amazon could add something that would say, "Hey, forget that I was shopping for this," so that it wouldn't show up on that page, so that it wouldn't show up under my search history. Um, because we share this account for the most part. So I know it's silly. One could say, "Oh, well, maybe everyone should have a separate account and it won't queue up like that," which is true because I'm logged in right now on this account. But it's just something to think about. I think that for a lot of couples that are living together that might share one person's account, so they don't have to log in, but having that ability to mask purchases for gifts or for Christmas might be beneficial. But overall, I would definitely recommend this site to a friend.